Hello, welcome to Todd Miller TV, joined here today with Oana, who again has no idea what we're going to talk about. So just so you know, I'm being serious. This is totally, this is not prepared. We don't have a script or anything that we're reading. We're just talking. So, Oana, I get a question a lot, listing people's properties. And the question I always hear is, well, if I list with you and you represent the buyer too, will you discount the commission? How do you, first of all, what do you do and how do you handle that with the person?
Well, first of all, we do everything we can to get a property sold to begin with, okay?
Okay.
So our goal is to get your property sold. We represent you, the seller, first and foremost. If by some quirk of fate we end up also representing the buyer, then that's fine, but we're doing just as much work on the buyer side as we do on the seller side, so the compensation needs to be commensurate. So here's my question. Would you be willing to pay someone that you don't know more than someone that you know and trust? How does that make sense?
Okay, so that's a good question, because I think what they focus on is how much the agent's making. And because it's being split into two different groups and paid to two different companies, people feel that's reasonable. But all of a sudden, when you're doing twice as much work and getting the money, they see the amount and they think, oh my gosh, that's too much. So, do you think that's part of it? They just, when they realize that that whole 6% might go to that one brokerage and potentially most of that go to that one agent, they just think that's too much.
Right. It's sticker shock. But at the end of the day, you've agreed that selling your home, it's worth X amount of dollars to pay the agents involved, whether that's one agent,
Okay.
2 agents, 3 agents, whatever that is. And sometimes it is multiple agents. You may only see your listing agent, but that listing agent generally has other people on their team that they're also compensating for working on your transaction.
Okay. Something else I don't think the average person realizes.
Mm-hmm.
When we take listings, if we're good at what we do, how many of the 1,000 to 1,500 listings you've sold in the last 6 years? Okay, that's a lot of listings. How many have you not sold? Like listings taken to listings sold, what percentage?
Less than 1%.
Okay, so they're all going to sell.
Right.
Okay, so if somebody calls you and they're saying, hey, I'm looking for a house like this, it's in this neighborhood and I saw you have this listing. If you're only going to get paid 1 or 2% to sell your own house, but you're going to get 3% to sell the house across the street, do you think that incentivizes agents to not? Because they know they're going to sell it anyway. Someone's going to bring a buyer and sell that house, so that listing side's covered. Do you think it disincentivizes agents to go to another house?
It does. It's just human nature. Everybody looks out to some extent for their own pocketbook.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just human nature. Whether it's on purpose or just subconscious, the bottom line is we all look at what is it that we're going to take home at the end of the day. Okay,
good. I like that. I think that's that's an honest answer, and I think that people need to understand that you don't want to disincentivize a specific person from helping sell your house. And if your budget is 6% and that's what you've agreed to, then it's 6% no matter whether that's one person or it's 5 people somehow splitting that up. Okay, yes. Good. Anyway, so I thought I would have a conversation with Oana and let you sort of peek in and hear some of the things that real estate agents and consumers talk about or deal with, just so you know and you're more informed. Anyway, that is my update for today, and hope to see you on another video. Thanks.